So now that we've talked about synchronized methods and synchronized statements, let's kind of compare and contrast them and talk about the pros and cons. So there are obviously limitations with synchronized when you use them in isolation from the other mechanisms available with a condition object, namely the coordination mechanisms. And the main problem here is we're going to end up with busy waits. So when you offer and pull in a loop, then you'll spin, and that isn't very effective. This motivates the next thing we're going to talk about, which are the wait and notify mechanisms, which are really part of the coordination. So the main point here is it's just a partial solution. Synchronized methods do in fact help you in some ways, but if you have more complicated use cases, like you have to be able to block at the edges of a data structure, like when it's empty or when it's full, if they're the edge cases, then they're not necessarily going to be the best thing to do, unless the processing you're doing really, really needs to be extremely responsive, right? If you were writing some kind of control loop that monitors the temperature of water in a nuclear reactor, you might be willing to dedicate a core just to spin and check that temperature all the time. But by and large, that's probably overkill for most ordinary applications.